Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on Blue Monday Verse. My name is Masaga Tokbecha. Today, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, but it is not going to stop me from doing Blue Monday Verse. So let's get right into it. I am reading from Isaiah 60. I'm on verse 22. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in its time. So this is the New King James Version. I love the New Living Translation version of the scripture, which says, when the time is right, I, the Lord, will cause it to happen. This has always been my go-to scripture. I have spoken this scripture over my life so many times, especially in times of, confusion, and when I don't understand how the Lord is working in my life. This scripture would always be the one that I just speak over my life, and I find so much comfort in the scripture. When the time is right, I, the Lord, will cause it to happen. So I wanted to really sit with the scripture and come to the deep understanding of what the Lord is saying with this scripture. When the time is right, when, not if, when. That is the assurance that it will happen, but it needs to happen at the right timing. Everything that you are believing in God for, everything that you are praying to God for, it will happen at the right timing. Everything that you are asking God for, the Lord wants to release all those blessings in your life, but at the right timing. You see, God is not a God of random things. He's a God of order. So whatever He's going to cause to happen in your life, it needs to be well thought out, well prepared, well planned out. Timing is everything to God. Timing is very important to God. And this scripture is giving us the assurance that the Lord will cause it to happen in your life. All that you're required to do is just to wait for the right timing. I mean, think about it. How hard can it really be when you know for a fact that something is going to happen in your life? Why is it so hard for you to just wait for the right timing? That is all that you're required to do. You're not asked to do anything. The Lord will take care of it. The Lord will be the one to manifest it in your life. The Lord will be the one to do the work. You are only required to just wait for the right timing. Timing is everything. And when you understand the things of God, you will not be bothered about having to wait for the right timing. You will not be bothered. You will not find it hard to wait for God's right timing. When you understand the things of God, you understand that there's a certain period when it comes to the things of God. You understand that there are going to be things that the Lord will require for you to have to wait for them. You will even be the one to recognize when the time is not right. You'll be the one to see that, no, this is not the right time for it. I need to wait. I need to wait it out. I need to wait for the rightful time of the Lord. Time is everything to God. David understood the importance of having to wait. Even after being appointed as, anointed as the king, he did not become the king immediately. It still needed to take some time. There was some waiting period that needed to take place for this to happen. And he understood that. He understood that he's going to be king at the appointed time. So he did not nag the Lord about it. He did not ask God, well, you anointed me as king. When am I taking the throne? Because he understood that it was not his time yet. And he needed to wait for his appointed time. Timing is everything to God. And when God is going to set out something to happen in your life at a certain time, He's going to honor that time. He is going to honor that time. The Lord is never early or late. He is always on time. He promised Abraham that he's going to be the father of many nations. Even though Abraham and Sarah, at some point they were skeptical and doubtful about the rightful timing, and they went and did their own will, but the Lord still blessed them with Isaac at the appointed timing. You cannot manipulate God's timing. You cannot blackmail God to doing things at the timing that is convenient for you. We are ought to wait upon the Lord timing. We need to learn how to wait for the right timing of God. There's one thing that I used to pray to God about, that I used to really believe in God for many, many years ago, and I wanted it to happen at that time, and it did not happen. And that thing is only happening now. And let me tell you this. Now that I get to experience this one thing manifesting in my life, and I get to recognize that it is the Lord who's causing it to happen in my life, I am so appreciative of it. I'm probably more appreciative of it than I would have been if it happened back then. I am in a space where I'm realizing, oh my goodness, this is how it feels like when it's the right time. This is how it feels like when the Lord is the one causing things to happen in my life. It is such a beautiful feeling. It is such a beautiful thing to wake up to the realization that when the time is right and the Lord is the one causing it to happen, it feels like a dream. I stand in awe of what the Lord is doing in my life, just because it's the right time and just because He's the one causing it to happen in my life. And I am grateful that I had to wait it out. I had to wait for the right timing. Let us learn how to wait for God's right timing, because His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. His plans are greater than our plans. His ways are better than our ways. Let it be His will and not our will that gets to be manifested in our lives. So this was my message for you guys today. I hope that you received it well. I hope that you're going to carry it in your spirit. I hope that you are going to meditate over the scripture. When the time is right, the Lord will cause it to happen. And trust and believe that everything that the Lord has spoken over your life, it will happen at the right timing. Just learn to wait with patience and endurance. Learn to wait with hope and faith, with trust and belief. The Lord will cause it to happen in your life. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, comment, subscribe to the channel, share the video with anyone that you think that this message will be able to impact their lives in a positive way. God is love and love is peace.